Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. So today we'll be checking out a video titled The Mysterious Origins of the Finnish Word for God. So you guys, let's check this video out. But before then, if you know you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button because I know we're going to enjoy this video. Like other videos on my channel to share them with your friends and turn on your notification bell so you continue seeing more videos from me. So you guys, let's check this one out.
Number 292, the oldest known document in any Finnic language. It was founded in 1957 by a Soviet expedition in Novgorod. It dates back to the beginning of the 13th century. The text is written in Cyrillic in the Karelian dialect of the archaic Finnic language. And here are some interpretations of what it might say. One interpretation goes like this: God's arrow, 10 is your name. This arrow is God's own. The doom God leads. Another one goes like God's arrow, man's arrow, and his own arrow, to be chained by the doom God. And lastly, God's arrow, 10 your name. Arrow sparkling, arrow shoots. The doom God directs. Now when we look at the Finnish translation of these particular pieces, we come across this interesting word that will be the subject of this video. This particular word is Jumala, and it has a very interesting etymology. Jumala translates to God, and the word comes from the Finno-Ugric people and their unique way of language. There are also variations of this particular word, as you can see on screen. Either way, this particular word is the holiest within the Finnic language. Moreover, it has become to represent the name of the Christian God Jehovah today. However, Jumala isn't just the name of the current Lord and Saviour in Christianity. The name is much older than the arrival of Christianity to this region. According to Finnic mythology, Jumala was the name of their most important deity. This particular word is one of the few surviving reminders of Finland's pagan past. Jumala represented the god of sky and heaven to many in this particular region, including Lapland. According to accounts, Jumala was the god of all gods who created heaven and the universe. In later years,
Wow, the similarity between the Finnish Jumala and other Indo-European name for God is really striking, right? Wow, Jumala, okay.
the god once known as Jumala donned the new name of Ukko, derived from the Finnish word ukkonen, meaning thunderstorm. And then the tribes of Finland started to intermingle, and then whatever the case may be, Jumala went from naming one god to referring to all gods within their religions. Jumala and Ukko shared another trait with other deities from Lapland and Baltic regions. The narratives that explained who these gods were barely survived the test of time. Many of their origin stories were fragmented or lost. In part, much of the information has been handed down through generations, orally. It wouldn't be until the 19th century that these gods were recorded in a book. In that time, however, another force swept through the area that would do away with the old gods and once again alter the meaning of Jumala. Christianity reached the shores of Finland. By 1026, many converted voluntarily or by force. Fortunately, much of the Finno-Ugric language survived. This included the term Jumala. By that time, Jumala was a general term for God. However, the newly converted Christians restored the name to signify a specific god. Still, many things were lost in the conversion. Old Finnish religious relics that represented their deities were banned. Their stories were labelled as a form of paganism. The new monotheistic religion replaced the polytheistic one. The term Jumala may have survived, but the name and entity that was Ukko didn't. The old ways and customs, it appeared, were gone for good. The old stories of the gods may have lost its importance to the people after Christianity arrived, but it didn't mean they vanished entirely. Some tribes within the Lapland region and the Karelian region held on to these ancient stories in the form of folk tales and epic poems passed down from one generation to the next through oral traditions. Elias Lönnrot, a philosopher and collector of traditional Finnish oral poetry, amassed and recorded several poems and folk tales between 1835 and 1836. The two-volume collection came to be known as the 𝐋𝐈𝐊𝐄 Other versions of this particular word, Jumala, can be found in Estonia as well. For example, with the word Jumal. In modern Estonian, Jumal can refer to literally God, to the higher power of Christianity, or again, some other religion. Another version we can find is 𝐋𝐈𝐊𝐄 𝐒𝐂𝐑𝐈𝐁𝐄, literally meaning old man over God. However, when Christianity came to dominate, like we said, Finnish religious life in the Middle Ages, the old gods were ousted or consolidated away from the pantheon. Jumala became.
Wow, I had no idea that the Finnish word for God had such a complex history. What? Wow, interesting.
The Finnish name for the Christian god. In an old Norse text called the King's Saga, we come across this god being worshipped in Bjarmaland called Jomali. The name of this god is generally assumed to be a loanword from a Finnic language. The word Jomali is used in reference to a god of the inhabitants of Bjarmaland. In these Norse texts, the name refers both to the god and to his idol, which is desecrated and robbed by Norse people. Here is a passage from this particular text where Jomali is mentioned. In this enclosure there is a mound made up of gold and silver and earth all blended together. The men should have at it, but in the enclosure stands the god of the Bjarmar, who is called Jomali. Nobody should be so bold as to steal him. Then Karli went to the Jomali. He saw that a thick necklace was on his neck. Karli swung his axe and broke the thong off his neck from which the necklace hung. The strike was so great that the head broke off of Jomali. There was then such a great crash that all of them thought it a wonder. Karli took the necklace, then they left. We can also find a similar word in Latvian mythology by the name of Jumis. Jumis is a god of the harvest who is responsible for ensuring a clean and safe harvest. He lives in the fields and the last of the crop was left for him to live in. His festival is on the autumn equinox and is called the catching of Jumis. Another place where you can find the word Jumala is back here in Finland. The Tietäjäs of Finland could also be known as Jumala. Now, what are Tietäjäs? These were a sort of shaman, primarily healing and preventing illnesses, but also included with helping in farming, fishing and hunting and other things within the community. They knew incantations, mythical stories and poems. Evidence from the 19th century shows that the Tietäjäs could be referred to with the word Jumala, and this could be found in the word Ma Jumala. It is part of a general pattern of earlier usage of Jumala to refer to someone or something viewed as positively aligned with human society and characterized by a type of mystical power. A Tietäjä with a widely recognized reputation could also be known as the god of a certain settlement. For example, Roveden Jumala, god of Rovesi. Jumala, like many other words in the Finnish language, is a fascinating word to dissect. Although now it refers to one particular Christian god, in the past it might have meant different types of gods or different beings. Maybe it was used as a way of easily converting the Finnic people to Christianity. Nevertheless, it's a mysterious word with a mysterious past.
Honestly, it's a mysterious word with a mysterious past. What? Who would have thought that the Finnish word for God had such complex history? My God, that was intense. That was really complex. Wow. Though I enjoyed watching the video and I learned a lot of things, and then the similarities between the Finnish Jumala name and other Indo-European name for gods is quite striking, right? Wow, this was interesting. You guys, let me know what you think about this video in the comments, okay? And if you have other recommendations pertaining this video, let me know in the comments, okay? Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.